Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel where I break down the latest movies and TV shows. Today I'm going to explain the ending of Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, which is the third installment in the Ant-Man franchise and the 32nd film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So if you have not seen the movie yet, be warned, there will be spoilers ahead. So if you don't want to know what happens, stop watching and come back later. But if you're ready to dive into the quantum realm with me, let's get started. Go ahead and divide it into the Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. Then discuss the post-credit scene and my favorite thing about the film, which is Kang and the multiverse and how is everything connecting. Now, the film is really simple. We see Scott in this new life. He is a famous person and a famous Avenger. He has a book. He is recognized with everyone, takes pictures with dogs. So we get a really interesting story to the character. He wants to be a father, and it's something that I just enjoyed about the character and the film is that it's really quick to explain what's going on. We see what his Hope is doing. We also see the relationship of Hank and Janet, and that family dynamic is something that I just love about the film, something that we do not see in the MCU like this, which is I'm excited to see Fantastic Four for that reason, which actually I have a theory on how it connects to the film, which I'm going to discuss, connecting to the post-credit scene. And I just really love how the film has a family dynamic throughout the film, and it holds that really strong. That's the only thing that you can see, like, hey, what is the main thing that is in the film? Is a family dynamic. And we get to see how everything is going on. You know, Hank is working with some ants that are intelligent and they can build their own technology, which plays into the story later as well, and how he brought ants into the quantum realm, which was really exciting. And as well how, of course, God wants to be a father, but being a father for him is something that he's not really well right now. Something that we do not expect from Scott in a way, but that's just me. And how he has his daughter Cassie, played by Catherine, and she's incredible. I absolutely love the character, and she brought something new to the MCU, and I cannot wait to see her hopefully in the Young Avengers, if they decide to do that. About this is that she's really intelligent and more with the quantum realm and the quantum realm technology, and her creation and her invention is what brought all of them. Communication system that allows to send signals, receive signals from the quantum realm, and this is what Darren and MODOK is able to communicate with Cassie with the system, and brought all of them into the quantum realm. This is the overall story. Kang is there, which is something that I just love, and his story is explained. Now, his story is epic. What happens after Loki, and we know that the universe and the multiverse was all in one sacred timeline. However, after the events of Loki, what allowed this to happen was that the multiverse is now free. Now, we don't know how much time has passed since Loki or how much time has passed since all the Kangs are free. Is that this version of Kang doesn't want to be in this sacred timeline. He wants to be free. He's destroying everything. He's destroying the universe and timelines, and he is evil. Other variants don't want this to happen. So from what I understand, something happened, like a fight, that they send this version of Kang into the quantum realm to be exiled. And here he's trapped. He cannot escape. He doesn't have his multiversal core because it got destroyed. Here Janet is after the events of the Ant-Man and the Wasp 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp 2, Ant-Man 2, and he finds her and they build a friendship. Now, this was years and years of friendship, so we can expect that they really build a strong relationship, something that I really wanted for them to explore more about what happened during that friendship, what they meant for each other as friends, and they do not touch that at all. They really explored things that they did not need to do, which is what I'm a little bit mad about this movie. They had a great film, but it just hold so small with the decisions to not explore more. Anyway, so yeah, they build this friendship of Kang and Janet, and they try to help each other escape from the quantum realm. Janet wanted to be with his daughter. Of course, she's gonna be a timeline where she never left. So this is something that not explained because they can manipulate timelines. Kang can manipulate timelines, but every version of Kang can manipulate timeline, can manipulate time because it's something free. Now, the most interesting about this is where all these timelines, we're in this space, because if you are going from the post-credit scene, they are they see all the multiverse, like, and they're standing in somewhere, and there's different Coliseum. So is it similar to the Citadel at the end of time? They just change it. So that's my my theory for now. Something that I want to go ahead and discuss in another video, because that post-credit scene is epic. It's just another video on itself. I did a post-credit scene video if you want to go ahead and watch it. So what happens is that after they fix the multiversal core, he is able, they can escape. What happens that Janet sees the neural connection with the ship and sees his thoughts and how he caused incursions and caused timelines to be destroyed and how he's truly evil. And that scene was so cool. I love seeing that small flashback. And this is her decision to destroy this. This caused the whole movie because he wants to escape, and he's trapped for years and years in the quantum realm without any way to escaping. Because what happens is that Janet exploded the multiversal core, but she created really big. So Scott is the only one that can go down there and bring the multiversal core for him. And this is just the overall story of the film, pretty much. There's nothing going on besides that. However, the visual effects and the film is great. I really enjoyed it. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on with Janet, Hank, and Hope are hilarious, and they meet Bill Murray, the character of Bill, and the betrayal and all that. That's some great things to the film, and it added more. And now the reason that Scott is doing all this is because he wants to be with Cassie. He wants to rescue her, and Kang is really powerful and has Cassie for him to go there and do this. He goes into this to rescue the multiversal core and bring it to Kang. This is where he meets other possibilities of himself. They're not variants, they're just possibilities of who he is, because they all have their own thoughts. It's not like another variant or another version of the character. It's myself, but in this location, which is like a hurricane is what they call it, of possibilities, able to see a possibility of himself differently. And we can see he's always meant to be Ant-Man, except from what we can see, except one who continues to be working in Baskin-Robbins, so that's hilarious. Now, all of this is awesome because he has to bring this multiversal core to Kang to escape, and that's just the film. The most important thing about this is where Kang is talking to Janet about the other multiple versions of himself and the sacred timeline, how he doesn't want that to happen. He doesn't want one sacred timeline, which is what we saw in Loki, and wants the multiverse to be free. And this is why he's destroying so many timelines, and that he knows how it all ends in one sacred timeline. And that's what I'm excited for, because that connects to Secret Wars, that connects to Kang Dynasty, going from that post-credit scene. I cannot wait. Now, in the third arc, where it's all fighting, and we get an awesome fight between Ant-Man versus Kang. Kang is absolutely awesome. The fight is great.
We'll stop them together. You think you can beat?
I love the fight. And now in the third arc, where we get an awesome fight, and Hank and Janet are able to escape with Cassie from the quantum realm, and we see a fight between Kang and Ant-Man. This is where the Wasp comes in and is able to push Kang into the multiversal core. Now, we know that he may be trapped here, and that this version of Kang may be rescued. He doesn't die fully. He just trapped there because from what I see is that Hope created him really small for a way for him to be trapped here. So he's not dead. He's alive, and that's something that, it's possible that we're going to see this version of Kang in the MCU. But it's a story about our universe, so that's what the interesting thing about this. Now, at the end of the film, where Hope is back, where everyone is back in the world, and Scott is worried about this version of Kang, so they really hint about, hey, he may be coming back. He said that there's other variants of himself, connecting to the post-credit scene, which is awesome, and the other mid-credit scenes and the post-credit scenes, and how he's going to be back, which connects to the post-credit scene, and connected to the post-credit scene, which we see 3 versions of Kang. I'm not sure which they are. I just know that one is Ramatud from the comics. He is a pharaoh from the comics, and he's a villain connecting to the Fantastic Four. Actually, in the comics, Fantastic Four are trapped in the past, and they have to be, and Ramatud is a villain. So hopefully Ramatud is one of the villains in the future of the MCU as well. That would be so cool. Hopefully Again, not sure if they want to do a lot of villains the same with Kang, but that's something that we're gonna see, because Loki season 2 is gonna have the version of Kang as well, of Timely, which we saw in the other post-credit scenes. And that's the overall story. It connects to the multiverse, it connects to the sacred timeline, it has a great story. But yeah, so what are your thoughts on the film? Leave your comments below. I will do another video on the overall picture of what Marvel wants to do. But anyways, my name is Christian from Being Premiere, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.